Shut up and sit down.
Ready or not, here comes the boys for the sound. Here comes the ready or not. How you like me now? Ready or not.
Hey, welcome back to Clashing with Cletus. This is your host, Uncle Cletus. Want to bring back a farming raiding troop combo that I've been using lately. It's been working for me pretty good. It's been on fire, kind of like a prostitute's panties on Friday night. But seriously, I'm going to share this with you, and I hope it works out as well as it has for you all, as it has been for me. And as you can see here, my troop combo I've been using is 2 hounds, 26 loons, and 5 babies. And as well, I'm using 2 lightning spells and a quake to take out an air defense. Rest rages, and it doesn't show it here, but I bring a poison spell with me. Sometimes you need it, sometimes you don't. This attack I didn't need it. Then in my CC, I'm taking loons because they're relatively easy to get for requests from your clanmates, so that's why I'm going that route. Sometimes people want to use another hound, and that's all good, but I choose to go for the max loons, and they help out with a lot more loons traveling across the base, just a lot more firepower. Alright, I'm going to start the video up, and I'll stop along the way and give you some more tips. We'll let you know how it's going, so bear with me. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. First off, let me tell you what I'm looking at base-wise. One of the first things is the expos. The advantage is they're all set to ground. You guys should know that. It's pretty simple to figure that part out. A lot of times I look for bases with one level lower air defense. So these are max air defenses, and it's still going to work with the 2 max lightnings, and any level earthquake will take out one of these air defenses. So I'm looking to take this one out just for the fact that I saw the air sweepers right next to it, and I thought, well, maybe I can get that air sweeper as well. As you can tell, this other air sweeper is right here, and it's pointed this direction. So, and it's not close enough to these air defenses that I could hit it. That's why I chose this one. The other thing that I'm looking at is the queen. Sometimes I'll come straight in at the first air defense on the queen, depending on where it's at on the base, but this air defense is in here a little bit, and I don't think I can get my king and queen into her quick enough, because she's going to be focused on the hounds there. So the reason I chose to come in this direction as well to this air defense is, for one, like I said, this air sweeper is pointing this direction, this one's pointing this direction. So if I come in attacking this direction, there's no interference with those air sweepers. So that was my key as well when I saw this base. And for those of you who know, you only got 30 seconds to make a decision, so a lot of thought process goes into that 30 seconds, and one of the first things I'm looking for is the expos, air sweepers, and where the queen's at. Those are my 3 key decision makers. Plus, as well, you have the CC enemy CC castle right here. So I figure whatever comes out there, if I need be, I could drop my king queen over here to help with them. If nothing comes out, then I'm saving the king and queen to come in at the end there here. So that's it in a nutshell. I'm going to continue on. You'll see what I'm talking about, and I'll pause along the way to point out a few more tips for you. Let's go. Here we go. You got the 2 lightning spells coming down, followed by the quake. It took about half the life of that air sweeper, And you see him coming in with my two hounds. One here, same thing. I spread them out. I dropped them in wider areas to trigger hopefully any air bombs along these routes. So that way it hopefully keeps a lot of my balloons alive. So that's the reasoning behind that strategy. They're both going to come in here. I drop a line of loons, you can see, right along here, following them in. And I drop a rage right around this whiz tower. And I believe I drop one right over here. All these loons will come in and take those defenses out. Travel on to the next set, which is in the core. Here we go. You can see the air bombs triggering. All those Teslas in front of the town hall popping. Two rages down. Boom, there goes first hound. Pops. And as well, the rages help those lava pups pretty much trigger on. It helps them to pretty much take out any possible air skeleton. You can see an air skeleton popped right in here, but the lava pups on the rages, they will frickin' just aggro to those skeletons, and the rage will take them out instantly. So that's how I save my poison as well. And that's the other reason I take poison with me, is if I need it for air skeletons. Sometimes you get 3 air skeleton traps triggered, and that poison comes in handy to save your loons. So that's the reason there as well. Continuing on with the next step of the attack, I drop loons along the side over here as well, because I didn't see any trigger from the CC, so I figured I'll drop my loons over here and just basically do a horseshoe travel of my loons right in this direction. Everything's going to congregate right over in this end corner area, so that's my reason for doing the horseshoe shape right along there with the loons. Continue on. You see the one hound, he's still alive right here, and he makes this AD, and I believe the loons may have killed that AD before the hound pops. I can't remember, but we'll see right here. Continuing on. Oh, it did pop right there. Lava pups on that rage kill those air skeletons. All the loons get that AD. All the loons in the core excuse me, travel along. They get in there and get that inferno tower down. Then they travel over and get that last AD. I forgot to point out was, as their loons are killing off these defenses on the back side over here, you probably saw that the enemy queen aggroed out here, because I dropped my king and my queen, and they aggroed onto that queen. Enemy queen hopped the wall, which made it good for my king, because he took her out in a couple of licks of that big hammer he's got. So that helped out a lot. Plus the king and the queen take out all these dead resource bases or buildings right in that last section. So that kept my loons from having to kill off or traveling over for any of these defenses that popped up there. And we'll continue on. You see the rest of it. Last loons traveling around, boom, all the loons were gone. What I do now though, excuse me, is you see that I had those 5 baby dragons. Well, I drop a baby dragon in the corner areas where there's these leftover resource buildings, builder huts, the labs, all that junk in the back there. But I dropped a baby here, and a baby dragon there, a baby over here, and I believe I dropped a baby, yep, right up here near where the king's at, and the queen traveling around. So they'll they'll kill off, as you know, baby dragons on, if they're by themselves, they'll rage. So that's good. They take out those trash buildings right the outside of the perimeters really quick, and that helps out a lot. So you'll see what I'm talking about here. The cleanup, basically, there's still, you know, an expo, 2 wizard towers, 2 archer towers, and luckily that cannon left there is upgrading. But the baby dragons they all come in and group together on the core here, surrounded the core, and they just work their way in. Most people think, oh man, those wizard towers are going to kill them, but you watch the baby dragons. They take out all the remaining buildings like it's butter. That baby dragon got that 1 wizard tower almost all by itself. And as you can tell, it's a done deal. Nothing left but clean up and crying game for the enemy. There you go. I hope you enjoyed that video. As you can tell, I didn't have to use that last poison. Game over. Hope you enjoyed it. That was a 3-star. You can try it out. Maybe mix and match. Take in maybe 1 or 2 less babies if you want for a few more loons. But play around with it. Hope it works out for you. And Uncle Cletus will be back with some more videos for you soon. That's it. Uncle Cletus signing off. I'll see you next time. Smoke 'em if you got 'em.